In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Judge, Mr. Claiborne was sentenced under the provision of 564-413, which was the drug SIS. He was to appear in court back in November of 2014 to tell the court that he had done everything that he was supposed to do and had paid the court off. And he has never appeared. No one has seen him for 2+ years.
This matter appears to have been on Judge Putman's schedule. He did not appear according to Judge Putman's order. He failed to appear on December 5th, 2014, and an alias warrant was issued on that occasion. The record should reflect that he was rearrested on February 14th, 2016, and on that date, given this date as a court appearance date. So, Mr. Russo, have you visited with the defendant?
I have not, Your Honor. He is apparently Mr. Hancock's, and Mr. Hancock appears will be handling his case in front of Judge Putman. Appears that Judge Putman was the one that took the plea, Your Honor.
Right. Court will note his appearance here today. Put him down to reappear in front of Judge Putman on March 11th. Anything else to be discussed at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Sir, you may be excused. 2015-228, State of Arkansas versus David Scott Carroll.
Your Honor, Mr. Carroll, I represent. Today's his first day pursuant to the scheduling order for a reappearance. We are on track with the scheduling order, and we have now been provided discovery.
All right, this matter is scheduled for trial during the week of May 16th and a pre-trial on April 1st. Again, are there any other issues to be brought up at this time?
Judge, What I'm trying to find out is when the actual information was issued in this case.
When it was signed?
No, when it was filed, Judge.
Apparently, it went to the clerk's office on the 20th day of November 2015.
Okay.
That's what the information shows.
Thank you, Your Honor. Judge, my client's been sitting in jail for a period of time, and I don't know what the most current bond issue shows, but I'd ask the court, in light of how long my client's been incarcerated, to address the issue of bond at this point.
Bond shows $25,000. I'm just checking to see if there's been a later reduction. No.
Judge, recalling the court's attention, my client had been arrested on September 25th, and this court had ordered that if the charges weren't filed by 11/24, he was to be released, and apparently on the information it was filed the day before the deadline this court had set. Since that time, he's been held this whole time, Your Honor, and I'd ask the court, in light of that, to consider a bond reduction.
I think the concern of the court at the time of setting bond was primarily that the defendant not have no contact with the alleged victim in this case. Given the serious and allegedly violent nature of the allegations in this case, what says the state?
Judge, in July of 2015, a protection order had been entered against him. He has a prior felony out of this court. He has a history of substance abuse, including a couple DWIs. Given the nature of that, and I am not totally sure if the protection order in July involved the same person or not. And we've also alleged that he is a habitual offender. Based upon all of that, a $25,000 bond together with the requirement that he stay away from the alleged victims seems very reasonable to the state.
Is there also a probation violation pending?
Judge, to be honest with the court, I'm not aware that a probation violation is in fact pending.
Well, it's mentioned in the, where did I see it mentioned?
I understand that. I don't believe there is one pending in this county anyway.
No. Court has re-reviewed the affidavit upon which charges were filed. At this time, the court finds that the $25,000 bond is reasonable and appropriate given the extremely threatening nature of the actions and words of the defendant, threatening substantial violence to more than just one person. The court is going to leave the bond at $25,000 with the specific condition of that bond be that there be no contact whatsoever with any of the victims in this matter. That'll be the ruling of the court. The next appearance in court for Mr. Caro is on April 1st.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You may be excused.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Arkansas Orthopedics and Sports Medicine now offers you 2 orthopedic surgeons, both trained in all the latest surgical techniques. Dr. Sedani and Dr. Cutler specialize in all forms of orthopedic problems and injuries, from torn rotator cuffs to joint replacement, even sprains or broken bones. Dr. Sedani and Dr. Cutler will see you quickly and with the highest standard of efficiency. The entire staff of Arkansas Orthopedics works to keep you moving. Call today for an appointment. Call Dr. Sedani and Dr. Cutler in Harrison at 741-8289.
Here's another satisfied client from Dental Creations of Harrison.
That several people complain about after a year it doesn't fit, it doesn't feel right. And it's because your mouth changes. And they offer the final set of dentures. And it's just like your own teeth. I eat corn on the cob, I eat steak, and Wanda and Dave and Tara was my personal person in there. They're awesome people in there.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
2015-244, State of Arkansas versus Matthew Simmons.
Your Honor, Mr. Simmons' case, I'm going to be his trial lawyer. I have been in contact with some family members that have provided me some additional discovery just this week. The state has provided me discovery. Today is his first date pursuant to the criminal scheduling order, and I don't believe we have any action to take today.
All right. Based on that, the court notes for the record that this matter is set during the week of May 16th with a pretrial hearing scheduled for April 1st. Any other action to be taken today?
No, Your Honor. Mr. Simmons, Kim has been in contact with me this week. I'm going to be your trial lawyer. She's provided me a bunch of documents, and now that I've got those, I'm going to print those out. I'll be out to see you. Okay?
You may be excused, sir. 2015-184, State of Arkansas versus James Anthony Young.
Judge, we actually have two James Youngs. James Anthony Young is a young fellow represented by Jeff Mull. This James Young is charged with a failure to register.
So the one that's before the court isn't, the file that's been brought up for the court, 2015-244 does not apply to, or excuse me, 2015-184 does not apply to this individual?
That is correct. But that James Young is going to be in court later today with Jeff Mull. I don't believe this James Young appears on the docket. It was late last night when I was checking the jail roster that I discovered we have two James Youngs.
Well, is the one that this one is not, the one that's reflected, is charged in this file is not incarcerated?
Is not incarcerated, and he will be here with Jeff Mull later today to enter a plea.
All right. Is this Jim? Do we know the case number on this James Young's file?
I am told that the file in this matter was just turned in yesterday, so an information has not been filed. I believe he has had an 8.1 hearing.
Well, let's verify that. And if that's the case, then we don't need to take any further action with regard to this. Mr. Young, apparently, have you been before a judge for an 8.1 hearing, sir? Can you say that again? Okay. Please check. The sound is not coming through to the courtroom. Let's see what the problem is. Try it again, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm hearing you. So you have been in front of a judge already?
Yes, sir.
All right. You may be excused. Apparently we're not going to take up your case today.
Thank you, sir.
All right. 2015-88, State of Arkansas versus Dustin Blackburn.
Your Honor, I believe Mr. Blackburn was picked up on some additional charges. He's set for trial next week, and just now in open court, Judge, I've been handed a lab report that we've have been waiting on. This, I haven't even reviewed it, and my client hasn't seen it. I don't see that there's any way I could go to trial beginning Monday without having this report and having discussed the matter with my client. Judge, I stand corrected. I got it a short time ago, but my client has not seen it as of yet. And, Your Honor, in light of his new charges, I anticipate that we're going to try to wrap something up with the new case as well.
Are there new charges?
To be honest, I'm not aware of new charges.
Dustin, have you appeared before the court on what you're in jail for now? I can't hear you.
8.1.
You had 8.1? Okay.
So there's a new set of investigation, if not charges?
Judge, we have another trial that's going to go next week.
I know, that's what I was trying to figure out what our options are at this point.
Your Honor, what I'd request the court to do is reset his trial date to the April 18th term, and that should give me enough time to establish what his new charges are and try to work something out. And, Your Honor, I'd ask for reappearance and / new pretrial date of April 1st.
Judge State doesn't have any objection to
Right.
that. However, I would ask that the time from today to April 18th be excluded.
It's my request, Judge.
All right. There'll be an excluded period to delay the trial till April 18th. And we'll set it for pretrial on April 1st. All right. Any other matters to come before the court today?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Blackburn, you may be excused for now, and your next date in court will be April 1st. 2015-147, 2015-191, State of Arkansas versus Stephen Miller.
Judge, in Mr. Miller's case, as we've just received, it appears, pages 165 to 213 of additional discovery along with the DVD. We're set for trial on Monday, but in light of this new information, my client hasn't seen and neither have I.
I thought we had moved this to
I'm
May.
pretty sure we moved this.
I don't have an updated scheduling order, Judge. The only one I have is...
Well, I don't think an updated scheduling order has been issued. I think we did it on a, let me see if I can find the date that we moved it. I think on his appearance on the 19th of February in front of this court, the trial date was continued till May 16th.
Okay. Judge, we're on track then. I've got a bunch of information to bring to my client.
We left it on for today for pretrial purposes in Mr. Miller's case. So I take it at this point we don't need any pretrial.
I might, Judge, in light of all this additional discovery I have, but like I said, we just received that. Steve, I just got another 40-some-odd pages in a CD, and I have no idea what's on it or in it. I'm going to get some copies made, and I'll come out to see you, and we'll both find out what's in this.
I'm going to put Mr. Miller down for a pretrial on April 1st.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, is that going to apply to all of his cases?
That's going to apply. All three cases are now set for trial during the week of May 16th, and April 1st is the pretrial date. On all those cases are 2015-147, 2015-191, and 2015-238. You may be excused, sir.
Spring has already started at Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. The ladies at Sisters have created some beautiful spring floral arrangements, and new home accent items are arriving daily. You'll also find a great selection of centerpieces, unique birdhouses, wall decor, and many other great gift items. Come by and check out the many Razorback items on display. From handcrafted metalware, dinnerware, serving pieces, tabletop items, and cooking utensils, Sisters has just the right item for any occasion. Catch the spring fever at Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. We are so much more than flowers. When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of a community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There is one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a crucial commitment to their community because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison has a Health Mart now. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, on the square in downtown Harrison. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Welcome to our sales event with low APR financing on the Tundra.
We're going to use it to tow our boat.
I'm going to tow my boat and my ATVs.
We're going to tow our boat, ATVs, and horses.
We don't have horses.
Yeah, we do. In this story.
I like that story.
Qualified buyers get 0% APR for 60 months plus $1,500 special edition cash on a new 2016 special edition Tundra for a total savings over $5,800.
Let the towing begin.
Toyota, let's go places.
Attention safe drivers, keep your vehicle safe with new tires from Worley Tire. Stop in and visit with our friendly and knowledgeable staff and get the tires that are best for your car, truck, or SUV. You can even shop with us online at WorleyTire.com. Worley Tire also features batteries, alignments, tire rotation, and repair. Visit us on the web and like us on Facebook for the latest deals and specials that can keep you and your family safe. Worley Tire, 804 East Stevenson in Harrison.
2015-196, State of Arkansas versus Randy Ford. This is the date for pretrial for Mr. Ford. Are there pretrial issues to be taken up?
Your Honor, the court had previously issued a failure to appear on Mr. Ford and subsequently taken into custody.
Okay, let me get that date now. Yeah, on February 5th, he did not appear and a warrant was issued. Apparently, he was rearrested on January 23rd and set down for today's date. So his new arrest date was January 23rd.
Judge, I think that's got me a mistake. I think it's February 23rd.
You're right, because it would have been issued.
And in fact, he appeared in front of Judge Kirkpatrick on the 24th, and the return of the warrant is February 25th.
Yeah, I see that now. So that's obviously a mistake. The court's going to note that correction on the warrant in the file. So that should be February 23rd. He was rearrested.
No, I didn't send you an email on it because I didn't know.
Your Honor, what I'd ask is, I've had limited contact with my client. I'd ask the court to keep the scheduling order intact, but I'd ask to reset my pretrial to April 1st and give me an opportunity to discuss the state of potential disposition and to talk with my client about his case.
He'll be down for pretrial on April 1st. Mr. Ford, you may be excused at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
2011-10, State of Arkansas versus James Davis.
Judge, I communicated very briefly last night with Mr. Russo about Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis has charges currently pending in Marion County, and I talked to Paul Bayless, his attorney in Marion County, and advised him that we had a revocation. And then again this morning, I talked to the Marion County prosecutor and advised him that
All right. Mr. Davis, can you hear us now?
Yes, sir.
All right.
advised him that we also had a pending revocation against him. Your Honor, he appeared in front of Judge Putman last week. My notes reflect that Judge Putman set this for a hearing today. I'm willing to go forward with the hearing, but given the nature of what Mr. Davis is on probation for, and there's actually 4 or 5 of these cases that are set for hearing, I let Mr. Russo know that Judge Putman had at least indicated that they were set for hearing.
Your Honor, in light of the nature of the charges of Mr. Davis, I have not had the opportunity to meet with my client. By all appearances, I don't know what his custody date was, but I'd ask the court to reset this for April 1st.
You want April 1st or March 18th?
Judge, in light of my trial schedule this week and the way things are going, I think April 1st would be better, both for myself and my client, to give me the opportunity to try to work something out.
Matter set for hearing on April 1st. Okay. Anything further on this matter?
No, Your Honor. Mr. Davis, I'll be out to see you. We got a lot to talk about in light of what the nature of your charges are. Okay. You're looking at a lot of minimum mandatories that I need to discuss with you.
I'm going to show that the 60-day requirement is waived at this point.
At my request, Your Honor.
All right.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Introducing 2 new families of ATVs from Yamaha. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700. The new Grizzly offers increased power and performance to deliver more exploration and more adventure. The new Kodiak 700 features legendary Yamaha reliability for more productivity and more value. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700 ATVs, all with more than ever before.
Fly higher. Go further. Do more. Take it to the next level with Polaris. Whether you're chasing unforgettable memories, manhandling a mountain of work, or pushing the limits of work and play, we've got the perfect machine built just for you. Now's the time to get rebates up to $2,000 during the Polaris Spring Sales Event.
Come see us at 824 North Main in Harrison.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has Auto Body Repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
2011-84, State of Arkansas versus Adam Riddell.
Judge, Mr. Riddell appeared before Judge Putman and was ordered to reappear here today. Your Honor, if we could set this for the March 18th date.
Or you mean this is a revocation for the March 1st? This is his revocation file. No, I know he had some new charges, but
Judge, I may be wrong, but I believe the new charges, based on the information I have, is a misdemeanor.
Mr. Carter and I have spoken briefly about this, Your Honor, and I'm of the assumption and opinion that we may be able to dispose of his case with a little more work. So I'd like to put him on the court's next available court date.
Oh, you're talking about March 18th.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sorry. I was hearing April 18th. I'm sorry. That's my error. All right. We'll put him down to reappear on March 18th.
Thank you, Your Honor. Adam, I'll be out to see you.
2013-286, State of Arkansas versus James Maupin. Court will make the appointment of the Public Defender's Office to represent Mr. Maupin.
If the jailer could stick his head in the screen.
Jailer?
Okay, a finger on what? You have Gerald Nichols in the jail. He's a Newton County case. He needs to also be brought in.
Jaron Nichols, I think it is, isn't it?
Jaron, okay.
Now, Mr. Maupin, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. This is a first appearance for Mr. Maupin on a petition to revoke filed January 15th of 2016. The petition alleges the following violations. Violation that Mr. Maupin is in violation for having been arrested for criminal trespass, breaking and entering, and theft by receiving, and misdemeanor theft. The court, that was in December of 2015. The allegations also include that in December of 2015 he admitted to use of methamphetamine. Those are the two allegations that are specifically set out in the petition to revoke. I've appointed the public defender to represent him. Let me verify that this is one. I think this is one that I'm going to be presiding over.
It is, Your Honor. We had a jury trial.
Okay. All right. I'm setting on those charges. How does he now plead?
Not true, Your Honor.
I'm noting a plea of not true and putting it down for hearing on March 18th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Maupin, you may be excused. Your attorney's been appointed for you, and he'll be in touch with you. Your hearing is currently set for March 18th. In case Newton County case 2016-12. Does anybody have it? Okay, very good. Thank you, Mr. Carter.
Judge, the allegation is felon in possession of firearms.
Mr. Nichols, have you made application to the public defender's office?
No, sir.
Have you got private counsel hired?
No, sir.
What is your intention with regard to representation of counsel?
I'm not really sure what this is about.
Okay. You were arrested on a charge, were you not, of possession of a firearm by a certain person?
Yeah, but I'd been in front of the judge already on that, and they dismissed that.
Which judge were you in front of?
Colin Martin.
Mr. Carter, can you check on that?
I could check on it, Your Honor. If he appeared in front of Judge Martin on a felon in possession of firearm and it was dismissed, that would potentially it was dismissed because that charge cannot be filed in district court because it's a felony charge. But I will double check with our prosecutor, because if our prosecutor stood up and said, Judge, we're not going to proceed, then that's a very different matter.
It appears that this was from the affidavit that I'm reviewing in October. Mr. Nichols, has the prosecutor's office actually filed an information?
Oh, yes.
All right. Based on this affidavit?
Yes.
So, based on this affidavit, the allegations are that the defendant was stopped in a vehicle stop in the Hasty area in October, and it was discovered that he had in his possession a firearm. And that matter apparently was referred to the prosecutor's office for the filing of formal charges. So at this time, Mr. Nichols, I'm advising you if you appeared on whatever the traffic stop was, and that was dismissed by the district judge, this is a separate charge involving charging you with being a convicted felon and found to be in possession of a firearm, and that's what this charge is about.
So that was the charge that they had dismissed over there, and Brown was the prosecutor that day.
Well, I guess what we'll have to do is court's going to proceed today on these charges, because this is what it appears. This has been formally filed in circuit court in front of me, and you need to get yourself an attorney and have your attorney get the paperwork together and bring that before the court. And if sufficient evidence is shown, the court's very likely to dismiss that charge. But at this time, there is a pending formal charge information filed in circuit court charging you with being a felon in possession of a firearm. And the court's going to proceed with arraignment at this time. So I'm advising that you have an absolute constitutional right to be represented by an attorney. You exercise that right by going out and hiring the attorney of your choice. And if you're hiring a private counsel, the court's not going to get involved in it. However, if you cannot afford to hire an attorney, then you're still entitled to be represented by an attorney, and you exercise the right to have one appointed for you by getting the documentation that's available there at the jail, filling it out so that an attorney can be appointed for you. And that's the application to have the public defender's office appointed to represent you. So I'm informing you of how you get an attorney, and that's what I'm strongly recommending that you do, is you get that attorney working on your case. Because I'm not, on your say-so and you're telling me about this, I'm not going to dismiss this charge. So you're going to have to go through this process. At this time, how do you plead on the charge of being a felon in possession of a firearm?
Not guilty.
All right. I'll note your plea of not guilty on the record. You're currently sitting in jail. I'm going to direct that you... This case is Newton County Case 2016-12. I'm going to set you down to reappear on March 11th in front of Judge Putman. No, excuse me. I'm going to set you down to reappear on March 18th. That'll be back in front of me in 2 weeks. All right? You may be excused at this time.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Arkansas Orthopedics and Sports Medicine now offers you 2 orthopedic surgeons, both trained in all the latest surgical techniques. Dr. Sedani and Dr. Cutler specialize in all forms of orthopedic problems and injuries, from torn rotator cuffs to joint replacement, even sprains or broken bones. Dr. Sedani and Dr. Cutler will see you quickly and with the highest standard of efficiency. The entire staff of Arkansas Orthopedics works to keep you moving. Call today for an appointment. Call Dr. Sedani and Dr. Cutler in Harrison at 741-8289.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet, so that you know everyone is safe.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
Are there any other inmates for appearance at this time?
Judge, we
No, Your
have.
Honor, that's it.
Well, if we could bring Carolyn Campbell up. She was given the 11th to appear, but case file has been set up on her, and she's applied to the public defender's office, and they've briefly talked to her.
Okay, and her case is on my docket, so. Ms. Campbell?
Yeah.
All right. This matter is, the court is calling your case, it's Boone County case 2016-52, State of Arkansas versus Carolyn Campbell. You're charged in this matter by criminal information with criminal attempt to commit a battery in the first degree, terroristic threatening in the first degree. The first of those is a C felony, the second a D felony. False imprisonment in the second degree, a Class A misdemeanor, and carrying a weapon, another misdemeanor. Those are the charges against you in this matter. The court has reviewed an affidavit and is making the appointment of the public defender's office to represent you at this time. On the charges that I've read off, how does Ms. Campbell plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor. Your Honor, may I approach?
You may.
Your Honor, I filed a petition this morning, and I also have a subsequent order to go with the petition.
All right. The court is noting the plea of not guilty. That'll be noted on the record. At this time, the court has reviewed a petition and will be entering an order for a forensic evaluation at this time. You want me to file these in the file, or do you want it back?
The one's mine, Judge, but that order needs to be in the file.
All right. Hand that to Mr. Okay, I'm filing this. I've signed the order, and then it's being filed in the case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Campbell, you may be excused at this time. Can you hear me, ma'am? Yep. Confirms it. 2015-234, State of Arkansas versus Mandy McPherson.
Your Honor, Ms. McPherson's case is progressing. Today is strictly her first reappearance date pursuant to the scheduling order. We have received discovery. And, Your Honor, you had allowed her to be released at the Lesti House. She is there and in their program. I don't believe that we have any action to take today.
All right. Once again, this is on the essentially that same scheduling order of trial for the week of May 16th. Her pretrial reappearance is ordered for April 1st. And court, you may be excused at this time. (2015-240) State of Arkansas versus Sarah Gregory.
Your Honor, Sarah is presently incarcerated in Carroll County. She's been sentenced to 9 months to RCS. She also has a hold on her for Washington County District Court.
She's sent for 9 months in the CCC facility of the Department of Community Corrections. Is that what you said? Out of Carroll County?
Yes, sir. She is there at present.
Judge, we will make sure that we get her from Carroll County and have her here in court on the 18th. I had given a plea offer. I'm going to amend it slightly. So that it runs concurrent with her Carroll County charges.
All right. I'll put her down to reappear on March 18th, and we'll sign a transport order if that's necessary. 2015-250, State of Arkansas versus James Henson.
They could run concurrence.
Chris.
Morning, Your Honor. Mr. Henson's present. We're present here. Mr. Henson, will you stand right over here, please? Right here. We're here for a reappearance, Your Honor. Prior to this date, I've received 36 pages of discovery, which includes miscellaneous documents not related to discovery, Your Honor, as well as some DVDs and some CDs, 3, I believe, CDs and 2 DVDs. At this juncture, I'm not aware if the state is ready to declare that discovery is complete at this point from their perspective, but possibly we can find out from Mr. Carter here in a minute.
It is complete.
All right, Your Honor.
Lab reports back?
Yes, they are, Your Honor. I anticipate filing motions and be ready to take this up on the pretrial date, which is April 15th.
Right. We have it down for April 15th for pretrial.
All right. May he be excused, Your Honor?
You may be excused. Right. Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Be in touch with you.
2016-42, State of Arkansas versus Heather Douglas.
Cody Anderson.
Mr. Russo, is the Public Defender's Office in touch with Ms. Douglas?
Judge, the only thing I can tell the court, she was advised to be here today.
Well, the record reflects that on February 26, 2016, she appeared for arraignment, entered a plea of not guilty in front of Judge Putman, and was ordered to appear here today, to appear by 8:30 this morning. Court notes at this time that she has not appeared, and that causes the court some concern. Court is going to go ahead and enter let me make sure of our dates. The court's going to enter a scheduling order for Ms. Douglas.
Your Honor, we do have good contact information for her, so we'll try to get a hold of our client.
See if we can get her here today, if that's possible. The case will be set by scheduling order for trial during the week of October 31st. It'll be set for pretrial on September 2nd, and she'll be ordered to reappear on June 24th. I'm going to ask you to get hold of her and order her to reappear on March 18th, just to confirm that she's in touch. I won't issue a warrant today, but I want her here on March 18th. If she doesn't appear on March 18th, then I'm going to consider her a fugitive and issue a warrant.
Thank you, Your Honor.
In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
KTKO Channel 8 Harrison. Local television worth watching.